Now let us see the third type of solution where both the solute and the solvent, both are liquids. Okay. So now before going into this, let us see what will happen to the pressure if it's a liquid. Okay. So now let us consider, okay, a solution A, or I would take this as the solute. Okay. So now let us take this as the solute, which is a liquid, and this will have molecules of A. Okay. So this will create a vapor pressure here. So this vapor pressure is directly proportional to the mole fraction of A. So suppose we consider this as the solute, which is a liquid. So the vapor pressure will be equal to the mole fraction of the solute A. Now let us consider another liquid, which we will consider as solvent. So here the vapor pressure created would be equal to the mole fraction of B. Okay. So that is, the vapor pressure will be equal to PB will be equal to P naught B into XB. So what is this P naught B and P naught A? It is the pressure because of the pure form of solute and solvent. So now let us mix this solution A and B. Obviously it has to be a closed system. So now what will happen? The molecules of A and B both will be on the surface of the solution. So now here this pressure, vapor pressure, will be equal to the mole fraction of both A and B. So now let us rewrite as the total pressure created by the solution, which contains both A and B, that is the solute and solvent, will be equal to the vapor pressure by A and B, so which is equal to P naught A into XA plus P naught B into XB. So now from this we arrived at a law called Raoult's law, which states that for a solution of volatile liquids, so we have to consider both these liquids as volatile liquids, the partial pressure of each component is proportional to the mole fraction. So which is given by P total will be equal to P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. Now let us see the graph related to the Raoult's law. So let us consider here. See, let us take this as the solute, which will have mole fraction of A, and because it's a pure solute, it will have a vapor pressure, that is a partial pressure, which will be equal to P naught A. Now let us take this side. The mole fraction of B will be equal to 1, and the partial pressure created by the solvent will be equal to P naught B. So the pressure, that is PA, will be this graph, and PB will be this graph. Okay. So now what is the total pressure? This total pressure, P total, will be equal to PA plus PB. Another thing which I want to stress here is, so we have seen one will have a lower pressure and other one is having a higher pressure here. So that is because whenever we mix two solutions or two liquids, one will obviously have, one of them will have more pressure than the other. So that's why this kind of graph we obtain in Raoult's law.